Good morning and welcome to this episode of the Upsticks channel. My name is Jan. I run the channel with my wife Jill, and featured quite frequently is our little cat Milo, but neither are with me today. So I've stayed the last 2 nights at a lovely little campsite next to the Oakhill Hotel in Cromford. I've reviewed the campsite 2 episodes ago, so I'll put a link to that in the bottom. I recommend you go and see that so you can see what the campsite's like, and I'll also put a link in the bottom for the last episode when I did a big walk from the campsite down to Cromford Mills to the canal, along the canal, then up an old railway line to a place called Black Rocks. That was quite a good day out, that was. Today I'm going to walk to Matlock Bath. But first, just a little bit about the campsite. I am checking out today. The campsite is over there in the distance. I think you can see it. There's 2 vans over there at the moment. But I did ask and they've allowed me to park my van and a Trusco, a Fiat camper van conversion. They've allowed me to park this for the rest of today, the day I'm leaving, in one of their car parks, which is very nice of them. So not a lot of campsites allow you to do that. So the first thing I need to do is go and grab some lunch. Now yesterday I got a lovely roll from Arkwright's general stores, so I'm going to do the same again because it was such a lovely cob, really, tuna mayo cob, and it was delicious. So they make them fresh as well, so I'm going to go and get one of those first. So I'll see you down in the village of Cromford. It's a beautiful walk down into the village, and if you look at my very first episode from Cromford where I reviewed the campsite, I also did this walk and I explain what this strange structure on the right hand side is. I'm not going to give you a peep, you'll have to go back 2 episodes to have a look at that, but there's this is a grade 2 listed feature. Let's just call it a feature for now. And also next to it there's supposed to be a grade 2 listed pigsty, which I'm guessing is this building here, which I didn't know at the time, but I think this is a grade 2 listed pigsty. Looks like it was a pigsty once upon a time, doesn't it? How old it is I'm not sure, but if it's grade 2 listed it must be old and have some historical features that they want to preserve. Let's go and get that sandwich. Oh, this is Arkwright's General Stores. Didn't take long to get here. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, bye-bye. Well, I've picked up a tuna cob and a little treat for today. I don't very often have chocolate, but I think I deserve it after all this walking. I've found the opposite side of the Cromford Mill Pond. So this is the pond that 2 episodes ago, when I reviewed the campsite, I wandered down into Cromford and I visited the pub over there called the Boat Inn, and I saw a crocodile sign. So I just realised I've come out on the other side of it on my way to Matlock Bath. So just thought I'd give you a quick view, but I'll get back on track now. Well, everywhere you turn in Cromford there's something interesting. So here we have a supplier of basketware, and they're obviously based in an old mill building, perhaps one of Richard Arkwright's old buildings. I will have a little look on Google and try and find out what this was, but I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be one of Richard Arkwright's mills or something to do with Richard Arkwright. It's right next to the mill pond, so I'm guessing the water outflow from it just feeds into the mill pond. But what this building was used for, I'm not quite sure. Right now you'll be reading it at the bottom of the screen. I'm not out of Cromford yet, and yet something else that looks interesting on the left. I can hear running water, I can see a sluice gate, some sort of water management again, perhaps. Oh, this guy might tell me. Hi, can you tell me what this is? Is it something to do with the mill pond? Is it like to control the water to the mills?
Yeah, well that's the old, they call it the malt house now, but it used to be a mill.
Well, that used to be a mill as well, did it? Okay, so another mill, yeah.
Yeah, and you can see that the water goes down here, but it also, there's another, you go up to the end there on the left, you can see it also drops down as well. So I'd imagine that the original wheel was probably
on the far side. Yeah. Oh, it's fascinating. Everywhere you go in Cromford, there's something interesting to see. It's lovely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you get on with your way anyway. Thanks ever so much for that.
No problem.
That's brilliant, thank you. In fact, you can see marks on the wall where a wheel probably went round and carved those grooves in it. Right. Still got to find my way to Matlock Bath. That was a steep little hill, and it continues along the path into the woods. So you may wonder why I'm coming this way up steep hills. I did ask around in the village, and if you do walk along by the River Derwent, it's just a busy main road. So the locals say if you want to walk to Matlock Bath, come this way over the hills. And I'm now leaving the sound of lorries. There are an awful lot of lorries going in and out of Cromford. I don't know where they're all going to, but there's truck after truck after truck, one after the other. But it's already getting very peaceful up here, even if I'm getting my legs stung by nettles. This happens every now and again. You come to a junction, looks like there used to be a sign saying where that goes and where that goes. However, as that's going up, and I know I have to go over the top of the hills to get to Matlock Bath, I'm taking the high road. I may be wrong, but let's give it a go. check my, oh, hello, cave. I need to check my map again. This looks like a proper cave. I wish people wouldn't leave rubbish in them. I think somebody's had a fire in there. There's a little circle of stones, and I can see wild garlic growing around the entrance. So if you have a fire in there, you can cook something and garlic it up. What a very lovely little place this is, isn't it? It looks beautiful here. Well, I've checked my Ordnance Survey map, and either route will take me to Matlock Bath. I can either go up that way or through the woods this way, and the woods are so pretty I'm going to keep going through the woods. It also looks a little less steep, so why not make life prettier and easier? Could be a mantra there, couldn't there? I might get a badge made and you can buy one for £5. Make life prettier and easier. That's the way to live a good life. That's quite a big climb. So, although I took what looked like the easier route, it just delayed the hill climb. I think we end up at the same place, to be honest. So we'll soon find out. Sorry for the puffing and panting. That was a steep hill, but I've got my breath back, so I shouldn't be puffing and panting. But after all that effort I've made, I'm going to put in a plea. I'm on a big push to get my number of subscribers to 20,000. Hello? How many have we got? 16. Not 16,000. Okay dear, yeah. I'm making a big push to get to 20 subscribers, so it costs nothing to subscribe, and if you put notifications on, you will miss no other episodes of me puffing and panting up hills. Sounds like a deal to me. Are you sure it's only 16? Okay. I mentioned earlier that yesterday I did a long walk and I ended up on the top of Black Rocks, or the Black Rock. Black Rocks or Black Rock, I'm not sure whether it's got an S on it, but a little story. It's quite a climb up. You sort of have to walk across what's effectively like a scree slope, and I came across a bloke and his wife carrying a baby in arms, but she was wearing flip-flops. Now, I wouldn't recommend flip-flops for going up Black Rock, and I also wouldn't recommend flip-flops for this path. Which way shall I go? I think I need to look at my map, but that looks very tempting along there. All those ferns growing out of the wall. Yeah, so if you want to do this walk, I think you've seen the terrain. You need some proper shoes on, or proper walking shoes, or good trainers at worst. And it is a bit slippy underfoot, things like that. Look at this wall. Now then, I think it's time for a pointless special effects. Let's do one. I've not done one the last couple of episodes. Right, here we go. Are you ready? Good then. Like that. Superb. A bit pointless, but it looks good, doesn't it? Ooh, looks like I'm in a tumble dryer. Feeling sick of you. Right, I'm going to stop that. Back to normal. Right, I want you all to be honest now. If you have a parking spot for your car that is prettier than this one, pop it in a comment, put a what 3 words in for where it is, and I will vet it to see whether you win. But to me, that's one of the prettiest car parking spots I have ever seen. Well, thank you, Trevor Bowmer, for putting a seat here. If you've walked here, you deserve a rest. Have a seat, be our guest. The Bowmers, Trevor, Marie, Chris and Jenny, Yew Tree Cottage, 1981 to presumably still current, unless they never got round to carving a new date on it. I think I'll have a drink of water here. Ooh. Well, here's to you, Trevor. Thank you very much for the seat. It was a very welcome rest, and by golly gosh, you get some fantastic views from the houses up here, don't you? And indeed from this little road. Oh, that's Yew Tree Cottage. So I think that's where Trevor lived. Perhaps he did this walk many times up from Matlock Bath and knew how much you deserve a little rest after what looks like a steep climb up if you're coming the other way. I now have a fairly steep walk down. Somebody here with a sense of humour. Ha ha ha. This one might be real rather than a joke. No, oh right, bathing is prohibited in this reservoir. No parking. Well, there's two funny ones and I see no reservoir. So thank you, Croft Cottage, for some slight amusement. Well, this must be about 1 in 4 here. So that perfect spot, that perfect parking spot, it must be very difficult to get up there sometimes in the winter. But I mean, the views around here, just from the road, and I bet the other side of some of these buildings, from the upstairs windows in particular, must be quite spectacular. All balconies. I mean, you're bound to have a balcony if you live somewhere like this, aren't you? Anything to maximise your enjoyment of the views. It's actually quite difficult to walk down without sort of doing a funny gait. The roundhouse. I'm sorry, I can't let this pass. This is clearly octagonal. They've even put the sign inside an octagon. Why don't they call it the octagonal house? Which it clearly is. I don't know what its history is, but again, I'll do a Google, see if I can find out, because it's really quirky, isn't it? Very pretty, like church-like windows. Where are we? Oh, right, I'm up here. So I'm going to go to the station to try and find the cable cars. I've already found a pub, that's the first thing I find. However, just to give you a time scale, it's only 9:30. And although I only drink alcohol-free beers these days, it's a bit early for me, and of course it's shut. So, but it's quite a nice building, isn't it? Very nice riverside garden. So before I leave, I may well come and have a drink here by the River Derwent, which downstream goes through Cromford. Right, cable cars, where are you? decided against going up, mainly because of the cost. £29.50 when, okay, you may say this is silly, but if Jill was with me, we may well have gone up. I think there's lots to look at and see, but on my own, I'd rather pay double and both of us go up and spend, it says you can spend 3 to 5 hours there. So I will come back again and I'll perhaps just do a little vlog of just visiting the Heights of Abraham. But for the purposes of this little vlog, I'm not going to bother. I shall come back again. I think I'll start by having a sit down and a coffee. That'll give me some time to have a look around on Google Maps and Google about the history of Matlock Bath, because I don't know anything about it really. Let's see if they do a nice cup of coffee. See if I find out. Oh, that's lovely, thank you.
So,
I just double checked it's decaffeinated.
yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Carrot cake.
Let's pay now as well.
Yes. if you
Yeah,
take that.
no, not at all. Well, I quite often have a carrot cake when I'm out, to be honest. So, nicely presented. I'll see you again in 10 minutes. Okay, that's the bridge I'm going to go over. Shall we do a special effect going over the bridge? I think we should. Don't know what I can do, but I'll think of something. Let's churn my stomach up. Jubilee Bridge. This is called Jubilee Bridge. Right, special effects. Here we come. Well, I hope I managed to do a special effect there, otherwise I'll look a bit stupid, won't I? Oh dear, oh dear. Whew. Okay, this is Lover's Walk on the quiet side, and I think this is where they have the illuminations, and they perhaps have some floating things. I might have to come to the illuminations and I'll do a little vlog if I'm in the area when they're on. I think it's sort of September time, end of summer, early autumn, that sort of time. Perhaps to attract more people back into the village when it would otherwise be a bit quiet. Oh, little dancing butterflies. I'm not sure if you saw that, but they're having a good old dance. 2 little facts I've got for you. So Princess Victoria, so before she was a queen, visited here twice in, I think, 1830 something and 1840 something, I'm not quite sure of the dates. And slightly more worryingly, especially as I'm going through a spooky bit, is that Mary Shelley mentioned Matlock Bath twice in her book Frankenstein. I have no idea in what way she mentioned Matlock Bath in Frankenstein, but I might have to find that out. If I can find it out, I'll put something at the bottom of the screen. Well, if you're a customer of this little kiosk behind me, you can sit at the riverside down there, which looks very, very pretty. Or if you want a more elevated position, you can sit up here. How lovely is that? Can I get through? Ooh, I don't know, they've blocked it off. Can I get through? I don't think I can. I have to go up and past the kiosk, which I shall do. Hello.
Selfie?
Sorry?
Did you take a selfie?
I've several. Thank heavens for that. Geese, not ducks. Not mallards. There's a few bikers here even on a Wednesday. Royal Enfield, Honda, Triumph. Very nice. However, if you come here at the weekend, there are probably literally hundreds of motorbikes, hundreds of them. And my recommendation would be, if you want to come and have a bit of peace and quiet, come midweek like I have. It's the first time I've been midweek. I've always been at weekends, and I quite like the vibe at weekends. So in the future, I think I'll only come at weekends, and I would recommend, if you like a nice lively place, come on a Saturday or Sunday, or better still, a bank holiday Monday. You'll have trouble parking unless you're on a motorbike, but that would be my recommendation.